It's hard to find the words after what we've just seen, because the stands are full of people who have gathered here, not just speedway riders, not just motorcyclists, but also track and field athletes, handball players, footballers, dozens of athletes, hundreds of people, all here to show their support. Tomasz Gollob, who has shown that a motorcyclist can bring together an enormous number of people. Just listen for yourself to what he has to say.
No, that's absolutely not what I meant at all. It's quite the opposite of what I was trying to convey. This won't from the vast expanse of cows and the formidable presence of tanks, esteemed ladies and gentlemen, we observe the significant carbon dioxide emissions from the distinguished locale of Bydgoszcz. Here we find Bravo, Niemiecki, the esteemed Mr. Commander and respected Mr. Bydgoszcz. They are indeed virgins, and one might ponder what their thoughts are, and how they meticulously represent themselves in the physical world of women. In this particular arena, serving the badness and their presence is quite waiting for them. Yes, Bydgoszcz.
They are virgins and their business in today's goods. I had it myself there, and now I let it fully run. But you were more or less an object, and you made me feel very good because I heard such voices. Only the issues that kept me on with the car. Starting with thanks to everyone who helped us with this. Without names, if not, I am this. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here in this world. In the year 20,000, I would have met you if it weren't for the payment from Jews. That made it the closest and also nice. In a constant place, saying that I did this race for us, for Poland. You won your bravest race in this arena. You being so many, I prefer to your money. Today is the smallest race of my life for me. The race is for hope. We really want to cooperate with this at the same time. After all, we usually do this in a blissful and positive energy, and in this energy we will go into the middle, which is still happening, still being listened to. In this difficult struggle, in which I fight every day for my own composition. Tomek, fight, because you're fighting for victory until the very end. Ladies and gentlemen, there is one letter, and it is unanimous.
It truly seems to me that from a broad global perspective, we are all in essence one very large and interconnected family. Back when I was extensively traveling around the world, I wholeheartedly supported many wonderful, small and vulnerable people, struggling families, and countless innocent children. And what I profoundly regret to this very day is that I never truly thought that one day I might also have to ask for support for this very important, especially in moments like the one I find myself in now. I have to admit, I never thought something like this would happen to me, and yet it did. So, in fact, I am going to parallel for help. I will do everything I can to hold on as long as possible in case things turn out badly. I will leave my belongings in the ground stop. Thank you. I was a young man, and at that time I was 19 years old. When I faced a tough situation, it was already like that. I said I would be there in the 60th, because I don't know when. I truly think that this is certainly one of the most significant achievements. The other important aspect is more about the various traits. So I genuinely believe from these extensive and impactful works, alongside such incredibly important and influential people. Thank you very much indeed. Besides, if it's about marriage, then there isn't one. Maybe there isn't. How is it? If there should be one, then there isn't. Actually, there isn't a single definitive one. The enemies absolutely have to be present in that specific location. And furthermore, these adversaries will require us to completely isolated by themselves. However, despite this crucial requirement, they simply could not, under any circumstances, be truly alone. They had to be there, but they couldn't be alone. They couldn't be alone, but they had to be alone. That's something. Are these further things? I wanted to thank you for this monetization that's happening. Thank you. Thank you all for responding. When I saw you at the beginning, as I was coming in, I thought that the cities would strike the mind. Thank you very much for such heart and for trying to understand, unlike us, set aside in recent years of sources. All the more so, I have many things that I hold on to in the city. It means that the city has not forgotten me as I looked around attentively at everyone here. The resolution remains unchanged. At this moment, it has come to an end. In general, as part of the implementation project, which was highlighted in the letter of action, the fundamental point is there are still significant uncertainties in general, which those individuals residing here currently experience on a daily basis. It's a little bit soft, which is actually quite good, because I genuinely don't know the precise context, especially when you can clearly see that there is one particular thing. So I truly don't know why I'm not mentioning it specifically today. In general, for all the Presidium members who will arrive and then we are a great report. There was, and indeed there will be, esteemed councillors. I extend my sincere gratitude and appreciation to each and every one of you for your valuable time and consideration. Thank you very much for your presence and attention. That is one crucial and significant point that needs to be acknowledged and addressed. My young year of schizophrenia still lasted until she was 10 years old. He dropped out, and at that point, I still deeply desired to please, especially before the swift and decisive terms. My intention was to express my gratitude to Pod as a man who genuinely felt he still exists a significant and enduring piece of eternity in the lasting legacy. And indeed, I found myself with a profound desire to dedicate an additional, extensive period, perhaps even an entire month, to deeply contemplate and meticulously reflect upon this particular matter. Despite this prolonged introspection and the considerable effort I invested in understanding the situation, I was still utterly perplexed and genuinely at a loss to comprehend precisely why things appeared in that specific manner, or what underlying factors contributed to such an enigmatic perception. The ambiguity of the circumstances continued to elude my grasp, leaving me in a state of persistent bewilderment regarding the true nature of its manifestation. This time, the story was so incredibly difficult that for a very, very long period of time, 2, 3, or even 2 whole years, I consistently kept going to school and diligently fought to make it through, persevering against all odds. My personal journey through this struggle was not merely difficult, but profoundly challenging and exceptionally intense, demanding an extraordinary level of resilience and unwavering commitment. The sheer magnitude of the obstacles I encountered and the relentless nature of the difficulties I faced made every step forward a significant undertaking. Consequently, the substantial amounts of time and focused energy that I meticulously dedicated to navigating and overcoming these formidable challenges proved to be an invaluable and truly indispensable source of profound support. This dedicated investment of my resources allowed me to build the necessary foundation, providing the strength and perseverance required to confront and ultimately surmount the immense complexities and pressures inherent in my arduous endeavor. The consistent application of my efforts and the sustained commitment of my time were instrumental in transforming what could have been an overwhelming burden into a pathway for growth and eventual triumph, making the devoted time a critical pillar in my ability to endure and succeed. And perhaps you can truly come to realize that not absolutely everything in life is solely up to you, especially once everything is completely over and done with. But if there is support, we can keep fighting, and with the right environment, I will keep doing it. Yes. Until the defense against those in agreement in this house is achieved. Thank you. I truly wanted to shed a single tear of pure happiness, but you absolutely have to forgive me for this. There were so very many tears back then, so many that now there's absolutely nothing left to shed, not even a single solitary drop. For that, I thank you all very much. Thank you. I don't want to definitively state at this precise moment that I believe I have successfully changed everything. Once again, I extend my sincere gratitude and heartfelt thanks to President Brak Asy, who is honorably present here with us today. Thanks to that, I am now also effectively running the entire hospital myself, in my own unique and personal way, overseeing all operations and management. I want to say that we are the children of the community, because no one does it like me. If anyone apologizes to a person like me, we support them. We will not always forgive just because someone is close to Mr. Sosna. I will also appeal for him to be supported in the same way as I am.
A warm welcome to everyone. For us, it's a bigger new 23-year-old day. Thank you all, even if you don't think it's enough that this is good. What I noticed in my own studio is that I have a great voice, which stands out, helping me in reacting my work and my health. And that's something you have to take advantage of. I hope that the action will not get out of hand for us. And as an integral part of the distinguished list of truly top performers, we will still, as they always say, be so deeply and profoundly committed, diligently racing with our very own inherent source, fully possessing it. And of course, I can certainly join it because I genuinely did not know I would actually join, but I inherently knew I would join. And after all of this profound essence is truly about love, because it is inherently within. After all, it is fundamentally about love, because it is truly about love, because it is deeply about love. where we genuinely did not fully understand, where we truly did not completely understand that people inherently need to be exceptionally sensitive to this very important and crucial aspect. And thinking about the fact that I didn't understand yet, that there's still a chance to be enlightened. Hello. Well, in the cast, there are little thoughts. I also extend a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. I am deeply connected to this important matter, and I am truly glad that we will all take a much closer and more detailed look at it. According to the material, we are able to facilitate our solutions. What successes have we achieved in this area? We are not striving for it. If any of my brothers has problems, we are there for the whole. I hope you will support us. Just as she said, I am a fellow sufferer because I worked my way down. Once we learned how to fight, we became familiar with it. I think it's average. Determined, we are submitting.
The council meeting being held today. Good morning. Council, thank you for your attention. So we will not be exchanging views on representation. If not, then we will not exchange views. What we had, that's not what I meant. Are these your own submissions? Is this also a session that was based on things we don't measure about ourselves? I will change in a broader way so that I can support my friends in this matter. I hope we can address this. After me, it didn't play out, so it disappears. I believe it doesn't just run away. I know it's not all joy, all joy.
In a much better village. Thank you very, very much indeed. You are most welcome. The second significant inequality in Montreal was the crucial football role of a key member. With us are multiple time resigners, also Radosław, mind you, and Sebastian Janan. He's in diploma. Hello there, Tomek.
Just as you inspired today's fans, you also inspired us athletes. You poured in that determination, that persistence, just like we do today. I'll try to pour a bit of that money into your heart so that you fight, but none of the trap. I'm on a different path. I have my own duties. I valued you. I admired you. I really ask you just one thing, and then while waiting for you, we will help you develop. Best regards to you all.
Once, when I was pushing myself, because I remember when I was flying in the Bastille to this day, for years I've known you, when I was putting all my ideas behind me, because I thought it was enough to just refuse, and then I would end up in second place, and that's how it was. I'd like to say that there are probably very few people like this in Poland, in the world. If there are such things, and they exist in one person, I am a witness to it, to what is happening here. I really want to invite you, because this is the matter at hand. How is it for you? I've always wondered about that, and I think you've come to this point, fighting your own battles here in your own skin. I wish you all the best, thank you. Actually, many of my acquaintances and friends, if they knew I was coming to you here, I would, despite everything, say that they support you very warmly, because there are many people who have watched sometimes, even though they don't know this thing. I think that soon, in this city, in this loving house, so let's all definitely strive to be better.
Thank you very much for the service. One more request. Currently here instead of the president, I think I wouldn't confuse the part, but I think that all of you who have the opportunity to view the exhibits on the program, these are souvenirs, some of which are yet to arrive. There is one more, and I want to tell you that this is very good. It is good for us. And so basically this can be shown to us in a good way, but in reality, this is the only one. It's the only one. Actually, with some of these people, we might have a selfie.
In a sense, I give up. In this city, I would like to forget you.
but it can be done because the city is one and the city deserves it. Thank you to everyone who came here today, right here to this bottom on our street. Tomek carries us further than the world does. We need to do it again to show the whole world that even in such a difficult situation, wherever you are, you can still do it. We talked, I don't know, I see suffering, but I also see hope. Let that hope prevail. Of course, friends will come, all those kinds of people, but truly, this is a city of cities. A city like in Cuba. We are here for you to see as a city, like in those churches, like we, friends, all the best. Ladies and gentlemen,
On behalf of the esteemed councillors, and specifically due to the dedicated efforts of Mr. Demaris, we are currently fighting very hard and with great determination for the establishment and development of the central area. Today, we are going to explore some fascinating topics and delve into new insights.
The hope will shine bright. I pray, I calm down, I am on the coast, I declare that I persist to be there for myself. Warm welcome. Let me say this, I am very honored to be here at this event. I came from a small unorganized action, an arrival, and I am very happy that once again we are reaching out to everyone, and we are truly here for a good cause. Let me put it this way, I've learned a lot, so it's hard for me now to come up with something wise off the top of my head and not get too deep into it. Yes, with all the openness I've been connected to, I would be afraid. Because the road with all the openness is 10 minutes. Win, triumph. Most often it didn't work out because people have this kind of I said, it's not like no one wants it, but you know, it's something I do, but this is, we really don't want all of a sudden. You know, gold, precious and gleaming, a symbol of wealth and prosperity, is what many men tirelessly pursue. Yet, true gentle freedom, the unburdened liberty of spirit and mind, is far more valuable and enduring than any material riches. And now I'm getting emotional after all the time I spent with you, even though I never let us down, even though I also struggled and gave my all. Sometimes it worked out, but I know that you can't just go out among people we both experienced the world. That I gave you a definition, even when you didn't accept those challenges, you can't become the best player. And that only really hit me during the Polish journey and the adventure, which we also had to work really hard for. Also, at that moment that we were just too much. But for that, today, also grow up and kind of rambling because. But today, I see that this year I need to give myself a break. So you can chase after it, and today I gave up in order to win twice. You know, they will also run very fast in the world at night. Thank you very much. But the fact that he can look, it will not mean that he will be under greater stress. It is possible. There is no, but I am happy to say honestly that we are doing what is necessary for the building. It is so that
I'm completely out of things to do. Zero, stone, and fish. But I have the impression that if you close the gate, this is the topic that I have to give to myself, the one where I will support us.
life under the sign of that world, which delights in its own beauty, whether sometimes it begs us, sometimes it does not come out. Write to me what you have missed.
Thank you very much. I am profoundly and genuinely glad, indeed, truly and deeply pleased, that yesterday, at that precise and pivotal moment, a truly significant and defining point in time, yesterday, and it will not be avoided, that it will not be circumvented or sidestepped, that it will be directly confronted and comprehensively addressed, ensuring no evasion or escape from its implications. That indeed what we all are collectively and earnestly striving for, what we are diligently working towards and passionately aspiring to achieve, what we are tirelessly dedicating our efforts to bring about, what we are united in our pursuit of, that these very words, these significant and meaningful utterances, these crucial and impactful declarations do not go to waste, do not become meaningless or unfulfilled, do not dissipate into nothingness, but rather retain their full power and purpose. And basically that these words are actually intangibly realized, that they come to fruition and manifest into concrete reality, fulfilling their intended purpose and impact, and bringing about the desired and anticipated outcomes, thereby demonstrating the true value of the efforts. Let's make a significant and concerted effort, because lately, in actual fact, only very few people have come by. They have completely finished their tasks, and I will certainly come. I will genuinely have to race against the considerable time constraints of these demanding agendas. Honestly, preciso me, first of all, genuinely apologize to me. That's completely normal and entirely understandable. Therefore, at this precise and critical moment, there are such intricate and significant details which became apparent just a moment ago when we definitively left that particular situation, but it felt undeniably obvious and profoundly clear. However, apart from that initial observation, I firmly believe that in this specific and crucial detail, much like with other highly respected individuals who possess substantial living means and profound respect, and have diligently and wholeheartedly put themselves into this endeavor with considerable dedication and unwavering commitment. So it is with this particular instance, I really truly like what we have experienced here today. I honestly didn't expect that it would be like this at all, that it would be found in a typical, ordinary world. That it ended up as a city, as a single spatial city. Only too many names still remain, and too many from the sky did not fall upon me. I think that's very strange. I wouldn't have figured out much better. Thank you.